The Ace family's life seems to be in ruins, and fans are really upset that they're just going on with their life like everything's normal and pretty much living a lie online. But things just got so much worse for the Ace family. It's a mess, so let's get into it. Today's video is sponsored by NordPass. Go to nordpass.com/tspill and use code tspill to get 70% off a 2-year NordPass premium plan plus 1 month completely free. We've all been told to never use the same passwords and always use a different password for every website just to be safe. If you're like me, you probably forget your passwords all the time and constantly have to reset them. For the longest time, I always thought the easiest solution was just to write my passwords down in some notebook, shove it in a drawer, and go searching for it whenever I forgot my information. That's until I discovered NordPass. NordPass is brought to you by the cybersecurity experts who built NordVPN. NordPass allows you to store all your passwords in one secure place, which you can access with one master password. No more flipping through a notebook or scrolling through hundreds of saved passwords in your browser. With one click, NordPass will automatically detect what website you're on and fill out the appropriate password. It not only makes the login process easier, it makes it safer. NordPass will let you know if your passwords are weak, old, or being reused, inform you of any sketchy websites that you're on, and my favorite thing, help you generate secure passwords. NordPass recently did a study on the type of passwords that people are using, and they found that women typically include personal details in their password, like their pet's name, family names, and even personal dates. Even though that might make your password easy to remember, it also makes it really easy to hack. There's been so many times that I've wanted to use a really difficult password full of numbers and letters, but then I'm like, I'm never gonna remember that. Thankfully now I can because I don't have to remember. Nord generates difficult passwords for you and always remembers. It doesn't just work on passwords though. NordPass will also securely store your credit card information, making it easier for you to shop online. There's nothing worse than being ready to check out and having to search the entire house for your credit card. One click and NordPass will fill out all your information with ease. If you're sick of that old password-filled notebook and you want to make your online security easier and safer, then all you have to do is go to nordpass.com/tspill and use code tspill to get 70% off a 2-year NordPass premium plan plus 1 month completely free. Thank you NordPass for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into the tea. So, as I think we all know by now, the Ace family officially lost their house and the ownership has been reverted back to the bank.
Going once, Calderon, going twice. Third and final call. With no bids, property reverts back to the beneficiary.
Prior to this video by Hollywood Fix capturing the whole court hearing, both Catherine and Austin denied anything was happening to their house multiple times. Catherine denied it to the paparazzi face-to-face.
Okay, Catherine, there's a lot of rumors that your house is getting foreclosed. What do you have to say about that?
It's not true.
It's not true?
Austin denied it on Instagram, saying if anything was up, he would inform the world. And Catherine put out this really bizarre statement, which read, "It's been such a blessing. All the false narratives and untrue rumors have been a blessing in disguise. They made me appreciate how blessed I am and get closer to God. I feel so alive." Yeah. Well, now we know that the foreclosure is actually happening, but why are Austin and Catherine acting like everything is okay? Just the other week, Catherine got this huge mommy makeover, and a lot of people in the comments are like, how can you be focused on a mommy makeover when you literally just lost ownership of your house? Austin and Catherine have been posting like normal, not missing any upload days, and people just think them ignoring the huge elephant in the room is really strange. Here's what people had to say. "Can't wait for the next video. Our eviction day party special. Breaks my heart looking at those kids knowing it's all being ripped from under them because of irresponsible parents. How do you go from having $25 million at your disposal to getting evicted? Well, I'll let you know how. Lawsuits, and lots of them. Austin's company is currently in a $100 million lawsuit for not paying boxers from the TikTokers versus YouTubers event. Catherine is being sued by her own skincare company. They lost their house, and now Austin is being sued by the city of Beverly Hills. The other day, Insider posted an article titled, "Austin McBroom sued by the city of Beverly Hills for $200,000 after unsanctioned parade for the Ace family fans, according to complaint." Pretty much what's going on here is back in May, Austin Catherine and one of his business partners held this huge parade down Rodeo Drive to promote the TikTokers versus YouTubers event. Austin was anticipating for this parade to be huge. They made flyers, Austin posted it all over Snapchat, and tons of people came. The entire street was packed with Austin McBroom fans, and everyone was going absolutely crazy. The whole event was so unorganized. People were being pushed around, the police were trying to barricade people. It was a mess. Like, I can't even believe Austin put his wife in this position. People were grabbing Catherine, tapping her on the shoulder, trying to get her attention, and all they had was one security guard walking beside them. It actually got so bad at one point that they had to run into this random nail salon on Rodeo Drive and try and take shelter. But of course, the fans just followed them in. Can you imagine being that shop owner or just being out shopping and you get trampled by Ace family fans? And I'm being serious. The crowd was so big and so squished together, someone could have easily got seriously hurt. But judging by Austin's reaction to the whole thing, he really didn't care. He just cared that all these people were there shouting his name and he was getting the attention that he was looking for. LA Times reported on the event back in May, and it sounds like Austin's little meetup ate up a lot of city resources. They wrote, McBroom on Instagram told fans to meet him on Rodeo Drive for a pre-fight party and a chance to win an autographed pair of boxing gloves ahead of his June match with fellow YouTuber and TikTok video creator Bryce Hall. Hundreds gathered, forcing the street foreclosure between Wilshire and Santa Monica Boulevard from 4:50 to 6:19 p.m. From 350 to 500 people convened, and about 30 police officers and 25 civilian support staff were dispatched to the area. Now, at the time, I was just thinking this was probably a really poorly organized event. I mean, Austin made flyers for it, he was posting it all over social media, and he even bragged about the event on his own Instagram. But in true Ace family fashion, the event was done illegally. Yep, Austin promoted, held, and shut down Rodeo Drive without obtaining any kind of permit. And now he's being sued. According to the complaint, the lawsuit is being filed for money damages and civil penalties for public nuisance, violation of Beverly Hills Municipal Code, and negligence. It goes on to say, in order to hold a parade in Beverly Hills, an event organizer must first request a permit using a well-established application process, including working closely with city staff to help ensure any and all public safety concerns are addressed, along with a collection of permit fees and insurance providing liability coverage for the parade. None of the defendants applied for or received any permit from the city for this parade. I just don't understand how Austin claims to be this big businessman that has all these companies and even a course on how to become a millionaire, but doesn't understand basic permits. The crazy thing is the fact that the city actually knew about this event prior to it happening. Austin was advertising it all over social media, and they knew that there was no planned event approved by the city on that day, so they prepared themselves. It reads, the city became aware of the defendant's planned parade on May 27, 2021 through McBroom's social media posts. The Beverly Hills Police Department immediately knew this event would be a non-permitted parade and or unpermitted special event, as no such pre-approved special events had been scheduled or approved. The police department formulated a plan to ensure the safety of the public. This plan involved over 35 officers, 7 Santa Monica Police Department officers, 13 armed guards, 1 airship, several administrative personnel, and contingencies for even more personnel to assist in the event of mass bookings and arrest. And guys, the city came with receipts because they even have screenshots from Austin's Snapchat telling his audience to show up and shut things down. They also have screenshots from after the event where Austin brags about all the chaos he created. In one Instagram post, he says, had to shut the city down before heading to Miami, and we shut down Beverly Hills. What makes this whole thing even worse is the fact that Austin and his team couldn't at least stay behind and, clean up after themselves. The city alleges that they had to stay back and clean up the mess from the Ace family fans. As a result of the unruly gathering and to control the mob of fans loyal to McBroom, the police department executed its plan to declare an unlawful gathering, barricade Rodeo Drive to traffic, and control the crowds using police officers in full riot gear. Within hours, the crowd was dispersed through the diligence of the police officers. After the crowd dispersed, the city was forced forced to clean the streets of litter and debris left behind by the unruly gathering. So yeah, I really don't think it's looking too good for Austin right now. I feel like getting sued by the actual city is pretty serious, and something tells me he's gonna have a little bit of a hard time getting out of this one. I mean, they have so much proof. It's not like Austin can try and say that these fans just came out of nowhere. They planned it, loved the attention, and even bragged about the destruction they caused on social media. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about everything down below. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button because it really does help my channel, and I'll see you next time.